and let us all do we can to build a better future.
It's finally here. What's here? What are you talking about, Kit? It's here. It's finally happened. You get a chance to pre-order it. I hope you're ready to laugh. Are you ready to laugh? Honestly, if this book came out in 2015, he would have got more clicks. And I think it would have been a top seller if it came out in 2015. Yeah, you missed your shot. But let's go ahead and bring it up here. Here it is. Just the thing you've been waiting for. Justice is coming. Written by Cenk Uygur. How progressives are going to take over the country, and America's going to love it. For 3 days only, April 26th to the 28th, 25% off. Look at that. When you pre-order online and buy at Barnes & Noble. Creator of the Young Turks, Cenk Uygur. Justice is coming. How? Exactly. I mean, again, you should have been writing this book and had it done by 2015, all right? Hindsight is literally 2020, because this book would have been selling like hotcakes, at least before the 2016 election, before TYT took that Katzenberg cash. Because the thing is, how can you talk about justice coming when you create the Justice Democrats? You and Kyle are then kicked out of the group. These same Justice Democrats who you helped build up don't even go up on your shows anymore. Bernie Sanders, who, again, you guys hitched your apple cart to, not once, but twice, failed in his presidential run and purposely turned a blind eye to the election fraud that impacted his campaign and how all of his supporters were basically swindled by Bernie Sanders willingly to accept the establishment. I mean, let's face it, even under the Biden-Harris administration, progressives have been getting screwed over left, right, up and down, right up the wazoo. How are progressives going to win in a two-party system, especially in a Democratic Party where they have superdelegates and commit election fraud? Look, again, let's got to pull this up here. Shout out to Jimmy Dore, Chicago's very own. You must vote for Biden over the evil Republican or your side with fascism. Cenk Uygur, November 2024, which is probably going to be the case because DNC has already announced that it will not allow any debates in 2024 primary. Biden is not to be challenged. Everyone on the Democratic side must shut up and fall in line. Not having debates is undemocratic and ridiculous. No progressive should agree to this power grab, to which I got to say, well, Marianne Williamson seems to be okay with it, at least for the time being. The DNC seemed to be all right with implementing this policy. But the thing about the Democrats is that, well, they like to screw over progressives. They like to ignore the fact that progressives do have a strong voice here. But see, the thing is, progressives keep on getting sheepdogged into the Democratic Party, Cenk. So explain to me again with your oh-so-fantastic book here. How? How is justice coming? How's it going to get here? I mean, justice is coming. All right, great. But let me ask you this, right, Cenk? And this has to go with, again, the failure of the two-party system. Because when people raise the ruckus, shout out to Jose Vega right here. Hey, Cenk Uygur, this you. Anyone who believes that those schmucks who disrupted an AOC event are peace activists is so unbelievably gullible. AOC told people to raise the ruckus, and that she's okay with being a one-term congresswoman. If you believe AOC supports nuclear war because Putin threatened one, and she's opposed to him, you have seriously cognitive disabilities. Those guys were 100% fake, to which I got to say, Cenk, we need a rebellion. The squad is cheerleading for Biden. Here's Cenk's own voice right here.
Rid of any kind of real competition, and we want to pick a candidate that we already know, based on the polling, has an excellent chance of losing, all to make sure no progressives allowed. It's disgusting. If there isn't a rebellion over this, and everybody just bows their head and no one does...
Who's going to rebel, Cenk?
Uh-oh, Mommy and Daddy are fighting.
Who's going to rebel? Who's going to rebel?
Well, look...
Who's going to rebel?
Well, that's the issue.
The squad?
Well, that's my question.
No,
That's
you're not
my
going to
question.
rebel.
Hey, it's my show. I can do whatever I want. Hey, we don't have democracy here in this country, and I'm going to rule this show with an iron fist.
Who's going to rebel? Who's going to rebel?
Well, look...
Who's going to rebel?
Well, that's
Who's going to rebel?
The squad?
Well, that's my question.
What?
No,
That's
you're
my
not going to
question.
rebel.
Not going to
Right
rebel.
now, the squad squad is out there going, yay, bye.
Maybe Noodles can rebel. Maybe Noodles can rebel. Because here's the thing. I know that Anna is just angry at the squad because who could forget this gem, right? Who can forget this gem?
Are Republicans. We don't even have paid family leave. We don't even have affordable childcare in this freaking country. Okay, and the people who fight against those kinds of laws are Republicans.
And yet,
what do you want them to do with their kids when they have to go to work? What do you want them to do? What do you want them to do? I want them to answer that freaking question. Answer the question. Journalists, ask them the question. Ask them. Ask them.
isn't it amazing?
Ask them the goddamn question. God.
Isn't it amazing that not one Democrat has shown 1% of the passion that Anna has today?
They don't care.
They don't care.
They're
They don't
fine.
care.
They're all so old, they don't even have to worry about it affecting them. And if they're young enough where it would affect them, they'll get their abortion.
They're going to fly to
They're
Paris.
trading individual stocks, enriching themselves. They're good. They're good. They don't care about you. Make sure you understand that and you feel it in your bones. They don't care about you at all. All of that fundraising, all of that canvassing,
all of that carrying water. Turns out Jimmy Dore was right the whole time. I can honestly, look, I don't want to speak for Jimmy Dore on this one, but if you listen very carefully, you could hear his laugh in the background. The ha 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 ha, because it's there. If you listen, if you listen very carefully, you could hear Jimmy laughing in the background. Somewhere right now, he is laughing, as he should, because he was proven correct about the squad, Bernie Sanders. He was proven correct the whole time. Hard Lens Media, Revolutionary Blackout Network, Convo Couch, so many others, correct. As are all of you, proven correct. The establishment doesn't care. They dance and drink because they believe you are weak.
all of that hard work on the ground, they can't even get a voting rights bill passed. They're losers.
Trusha Briggs writes in, thank you, Anna, for communicating this momentous injustice and the rage we're all feeling today.
Well, that's acting 101. Hey, let's have democracy in the chat. Type 1 if you thought that was authentic. Type 2, that's like, Academy Award winning acting right there. Because, hey, let's face it, folks, justice is a-coming. It's a-coming. How are progressives, Cenk, how are progressives going to take over the country and America's going to love it? Question mark. No, seriously, how are progressives going to take over the country and America's going to love it when they get screwed over by the DNC? I got to ask. And so I'm going to ask one of you in the audience. One of you is going to have to either get the book or pirate it. I don't know. No self-snitching, folks. One of you is going to have to read this book because I don't think I got the stomach to do it. How is this going to happen here, Cenk? Just a how and a why, because it makes no sense. Because the quote Anna right here, the quote her right here on this one. Again, when mommy and daddy are fighting, you got to ask.
Who's gonna rebel? Who's gonna rebel?
Well, look.
Who's gonna rebel?
Who's going to rebel?
That's the issue.
The squad?
The squad?
No, that's my question.
No,
That's
they're
my
not gonna
question.
rebel.
No.
Right now, the squad is out there going, yay, bye.
They're not going to rebel, folks. So I don't know. Let's have democracy in the chat. One more time. Type 3. Type 3. If you're going to buy Cenk's book and you're going to learn how progressive is going to take over America and love it, type 4, like, no, I'm not going to do that to no poor tree. I'm not going to do that to a tree. Come on, kid. We expected better from you.